What's up, everybody? How you doing? I'm gonna give it about a minute, get people to get in. Give it some time to get in. We're gonna go over a couple ways to burn fat for these holiday plates we about to have. With the excess of, actually, that's one thing I don't miss is overeating. I'll tell you that much. Having the itis, getting tired and sleepy. I'm gonna give it about 20 more seconds. Give people some time to get in. We're gonna go over like 5 to 6 different things, anywhere from nutrition wise to things like what to eat, when to eat it, to breathing, to fitness type situations, whether it may be 30s, 60s. We'll get into what that is. And how do you give it a half, Pat, huh? Well, first off, you want to realize that you can't spot train. So you're not going to just train a bunch of abs. What you want to do is train the legs because it's the largest muscle group. Basically, all the things people don't want to do, you should do that. Check out my YouTube, Smart Mindset. You'll get a lot of ideas from there. You'll see a lot of different workouts, calisthenic, banded workouts, things of that nature. So we're going to go over a couple things, a couple ways to help you burn the body fat between, the end of tomorrow or the next day or the next day. I know people like to, carry on this Thanksgiving feast for a couple days. So the first one I would say would be that people don't realize you can't burn fat without water. So you can train, well, if you're training, you're going to want to drink water regardless, but a lot of people don't realize you need to consistently drink water. And then that water needs to have electrolytes as well, which is a whole nother situation, whether it may be Himalayan sea salt or Celtic sea salt. Some people don't like Himalayan sea salt because apparently some of it's not real, and half the things where we live aren't. So, it's that. But just understand that drinking water is very important. You don't need no fancy water. You just need spring water. You don't need to pay extra to get any whatever water. Just make sure it's not like that purified and all of that extra stuff. You just want to get spring water. All right. Next up would be fasting. So, all right, now let's say it's tomorrow, and most people wait like all day to eat. It's funny. See how on Thanksgiving we wait all day to eat, but no other day are we doing that. We'll eat as soon as we wake up. But on Thanksgiving, we're like, nah, I gotta make sure I got enough space. When realistically, I know when I only eat, when I wait until like 5 p.m. or whatever to eat, I usually can only eat a little bit. So it's kind of like counterproductive. But fasting in general, fasting from say you ate at 5 p.m. so like 9. So tomorrow, if you're gonna eat a lot again, I would say do that again. That's kind of how I eat now. Actually, I eat usually after I have solids after about like 4 or 5 p.m. and I have a smoothie at about, depending on what time I woke up. If I woke up at like 4 a.m., then I wouldn't have it until 10, 11, latest like 1. So there's that. Fasting will just help the digestive system work optimally, because a lot of people, they just keep eating and eating and eating and eating, and they don't let their digestive system take a break. So you want to just you know give your digestive system a break. Like a lot of people don't realize. Like I understand it's going to continuously work, but sometimes you got to just calm down. Also, stretching, opening up your hips is of the utmost importance when it comes to digestion, because all down here, if you're tight here, which usually is men more so than women, then it's going to be hard for you to digest. It's going to be hard for you. And then that creates bad blood circulation as well. So, which will also create erectile dysfunction. So it's like, you know, man, I don't think you'd want that. So, take heed to that. Understand that opening up your hips and doing those stretches that we believe are only for women are not only for women. What is this? Thanks, I'm also skinny right now. I've been from the lowest weight 135, but I was 205, 600. Yeah. So you just got to understand what your body needs specifically, Mike. You wanna, if you want, send me an email or message me. We'll talk. I can get you squared away because you want to understand what you need for your blood type, your body type, and things of that nature. That's like a nice guideline to follow. So if you know those two things, then do some research on that. But if not, then send me a message and I got you. Also, 30-60s. 30-60s is something that I used to do in the military where we would jog for a minute and sprint for 30 seconds. But if you're just starting, like say I was just start back out doing that again, I would walk fast for a minute and then jog for 30 seconds and then do it that way. Do about like 5 sets of each, maybe 3 sets of each, depending on where you're at. Start wherever you feel necessary. If you can only do one, you can only do one. Then, wait a little bit, do another one. Just when you go, like a lot of people like to go for walks and they'll walk like the same pace. Speed it up, slow it down, speed it up, slow it down, and things like that. It'll help you burn fat faster. When you speed up the heart rate and slow it down, that'll definitely help you do so. So, little things like that. Also, one big thing that people don't realize is when you eat, you should separate the meats and the fats from the carbs and the vegetables. We seem to just blend everything together. You don't want to blend everything together because that's like imagine me speaking to you in English and me speaking over here in French and me speaking over here in Portuguese. It's too much. It's way too much. So you just want to be as light as you can on your digestive system. Whether it may be like me, I cut back on the amount of meat I eat. I know in America, because I meet a lot of people from outside this country, and they don't really eat. Not all of them. Some of them eat way more or just as much, but it's different quality of meat as well. It's like American meat is just, So, and if you don't know, then you should probably look it up because it's a big deal. But let me see. At 30-60s, yeah. What's your email? Subscribe to your page. My email is martinmindset11@gmail.com. Send me an email or DM me on Instagram. It's Martin Mindset as well. What was I going to say? Oh, also, strength training. But know that within the strength training, you should also be stretching beforehand. Now you can go into my YouTube, Martin Mindset, and you can check that out. There'll be a lot of things on there that'll help you. Go to the playlist, go to the mobility. Those videos in there. If you have shoulder issues, if you have hip issues, whatever the case may be, that's a nice generalization for you to help you understand. Basically, be more aware of the body, because that in itself will help you relinquish some of the pain that you have. Consistent use of that or consistent movement, specific movement, could help you relinquish all the pain. So just be mindful of that and make sure that you're always moving, whether it may be 30 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day, whatever the case may be. You want to, we all start off flowing down the river, and then we end up in some of us end up into a stream, and then some end into a pond, which what builds up in a pond, which is debris, algae, things die in the pond because it's stagnant. And some of us go back into the ocean because we're consistently moving. So and with that, I just want to let you guys know I appreciate you. And after you eat all the meals, just go check out the YouTube. I appreciate you guys. Till next time.